Greetings to all my fellow rock tumblers out there. Let's do another rock tumbling video. And in this video, we're going to take all of these cut rocks and see how well they will tumble and polish. Now, where did these rocks come from, you ask? These were from a series that I have put together called the Great Kendra Scott Rock Off. That's where we find rocks, mostly out in West Texas. We pick one each and then cut them in half and see whose rock is prettier. Sometimes I win, sometimes Kendra wins. Well, these are what's left over. These are the rocks that got cut as part of that series. Now it's time to see how well these cut halves will tumble and polish. Some of these should be really nice. A lot of these are agates. Some very dark agates, some like this is a sagenitic agate right here. Check that out. I believe that once these get tumbled smoothly and polished brightly, they're going to be beautiful. That's the hope anyway. So what I'm going to do is get all of these in a barrel and I'm going to get them rolling in the coarse grit. I'll keep them rolling as long as it takes to make them nice and smooth. Once they're nice and smooth, I'll bring all these back in here and I'll show you what they look like before moving them onto the polishing stages. After many weeks of tumbling, this batch of rock-off rocks are finally ready to move on to the polishing. Did we get some good ones here? Oh, I think so. Oh, imagine this one with a good polish on it. Yeah, I think we're going to be very happy with these rocks once they get a shine. I tell you what is so fun about this tumbling of the rock-off rocks is so much gets revealed when the coarse grit phase is over. Most of this stuff we, of course, couldn't see with these natural rocks. All this was covered by the skin, but now you can really see some of the amazing details that are within these rocks. Oh, sure, look at this. Imagine that shiny. Well, you don't have to imagine for too long because what we're going to do is get all of these into the vibratory tumbler and I'll go through my regular 10-day, 4-step process. And after I'm finished with that final 14,000 grit aluminum oxide polish, I'll bring all these back in here and I'll show you what they look like. Our latest batch of rock-off rocks are finally finished with the polishing. How did we do? Did we get any good ones? Let's take a closer look and find out. Since all of these rocks were cut in two for the contest, I'll try to show you as many as I can with their two halves together like this. So this one, lots of quartz. Otherwise, it's sort of plain. Took a good shine, as you can see. But other than that, yeah, just, I would say so-so. Now this one is far from so-so. You can see that these two halves went together at one time. Let's take a look here. We've got quartz, we've got banding, we've got chalcedony. Okay. Let's look at the other half here. What is that right in there stuck in that center? Well, look, it moves. See that? It's part of the rock. It was not something that just got stuck in there. It was in the rock. It's just loose now. It's kind of like a loose tooth. I wonder if I could pull that out. Well, I'm not going to try. There's a little mossiness in there. I think that's what I'm seeing. Yeah. Okay, these two are definitely more interesting than that first one. These two obviously went together. However, I don't know exactly how they went together. They're kind of boring, really. There's not much to see. Well, oh, there's a little something going on there, including my sweaty fingerprints. But otherwise, these are just dark. I guess they're agate rocks. That's probably very dark chalcedony with some of that golden, whatever that is, mossiness on there. I'm not exactly sure. Not one of my favorites. Let's get this train back on course. This one doesn't look like much from the outside, but what about the inside? Ooh. Well, that's kind of pretty. Oh, I like that one. Nice tumble. Yeah, I think we have a winner. Now, I remember this rock in the rock-off contest. I remember it winning. Of course, don't forget I'm the judge. But it went up against one of Kendra's, which was nice, but this one had what I consider to be some really beautiful pinkish color to it. You see that in there? Even a light pink, whitish color there. But it was that color that prevailed in the contest, because I don't see that very often in these West Texas rocks. Nice little crystal vug there as well. Oh, I'm happy with this one. I think this is a keeper for sure. I suspect these two went together at some point. They look like they would have. That's kind of cool. Look at that. That's interesting. That's a nice mix of the chalcedony with some quartz deeper in that you can see. Gives it a nice effect. Almost a sparkle on the inside. Here's the other half. Let me see if I can get it to sparkle. I thought I saw it a second ago. Oh, maybe not. Still, all things considered, I think this is a good one as well. I remember this one not being too exciting when I cut it, but now that it's been tumbled and polished, whoa, let's take a look at this, because I think now we have a winner. Look at that. Tell me that's not a good looking rock right there. Ooh, that's sagenitic right there, I believe. Let's look at the cut surface. Yeah, for sure. Nice. I don't remember if this one won or lost. Well, looking at it now, it's clearly a winner. Wow, that's beautiful. I like this one. Heck, I don't even mind that it has that giant fracture in it. See how that almost has a metallic spray? When I rotate, you can just see a little bit of a metallic glint there. You see that? This was a good one. I think my favorite so far. Now this was a fun one, and I do remember this. This one won because it had really neat color fade right there. And I believe I mentioned something about it looking like a supervillain's mask with a blue on one side and a yellow on the other. Let's look at the other half here. Ooh, this is even a better example. See that? Forgive the camera reflection. Can't you imagine a supervillain wearing that mask? Like a yellow eye and a blue eye. I need to call those folks over there at Marvel Studios and recommend that one. Right now, this may be my new favorite. These two were once one rock. One of the sides, though, decided to break apart on me in the vibratory tumbler. Actually, what happened was there was a big cavity right there, and every time I would finish a stage, I would have to dig out a big piece of ceramic from there, and one of my attempts broke the whole side off. Too bad, too, because it is a cool-looking rock. Look at the detail in there. Wowzers. Lots of color. Oh, I like that. Oh, they're the little tiny bubbles. Love the bubbles. Yes, this half just didn't survive. Too bad. Look at that. Wow. That is some beautiful coloring right there. Oh, too bad about the break. Still, though, beautiful rock. I think these two went together. They sure looked like they did, although I cannot for the life of me figure out how, but at one point, these two pieces were one. Beautiful chalcedony. Look at that. Beautiful banded chalcedony. That's pretty. See the other side. Yeah, not bad, but not as pretty. Yeah, this one's about in the middle of the pack. Check out the transformation on this one. You see one side had a lot more detail on it. And some color, some nice color. Ooh, look at that in there. Wow. I just love tumbling these West Texas rocks that we pick up out there and discovering all kinds of inner beauty. You got to get that outer shell off. Oh, this is pretty. Let's try this half here. Look at the color in there, that quartzy color. Ooh, nice. Nice looking little agate. Okay, here's the last one I'm going to show you. This one's really something. Let me see if I can capture the beauty of this thing, because it's really stunning. If the light captures it just right, you'll see what I mean. It has that mossiness, but it has other stuff going on as well. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Never would have guessed that's how this rock would tumble. Pretty stuff. Ooh, look at that right on the end there. Doggone it, I'm leaving sweat prints everywhere. I hate that. That's why I wear these gloves to avoid that. Well, hopefully you can still see the beauty within this little agate here. Probably another one of my favorites from the whole batch. And here are the remaining agates. Oh, they're okay. There's some nice ones in here, but as you can see, many of these are just very rough on the exterior. They don't quite shine up as nicely as the other ones. So that's it for this round of the tumbled rock off rocks. I think this batch has some real stunners in it. Hope you agree. I've got several more of these rock off rock batches going, and I can promise you that there are going to be some other outstanding agates for us to look at. So stay tuned for those, and thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.